Alright, so for the next one you're going to, it says draw a circle in the center of the page using the Alt and Shift key, so circle tool, and we want to have no fill. I'm going to turn the fill off, and then click and drag. Now if you drag without the Alt key, it drags from the corner. The Alt key drags it out from the center, and obviously the Shift key makes it perfectly circle. I'm going to increase my stroke up to 2. Then it says, then draw an ellipse with no fill in the center of the circle. So you're going to draw an ellipse that looks like this, and make sure there's no fill, okay, no white. You got to turn the white off. Okay, make sure that's still selected. It says make sure the ellipse is still selected. Go to the Effects menu, Distort and Transform, and Transform. So Effects menu, Distort and Transform, Transform. Okay, panel looks a little bit different, but it's more or less the same. Check the preview box. So down here there's a little preview box so you can see what you're doing. Set the angle to 10. Then click in the copies box and use the up arrow key to increase the number. So right here there's copies. We're going to increase the number, and you can see as I do that it makes more copies that go the whole way around. And you get this cool, what they call a spirograph. Cool little effect, okay? Alright, next we're going to draw a star. Fill it in with the color of your choice. Then same thing, go up to Effects, Transform, Distort and Transform, and Transform. Turn on the preview box so you can see what's happening. Go into the number of copies, crank that up to maybe like 10 or so. And then with this one, we're going to grab the Move tool, and you can see that as we move it, we can move it, well, let me show you here. We can move it horizontal to the right. We go to the left. Okay? And then we can also add vertical, down or up. Okay? What's really cool is when you add that with the scale horizontal and vertical. Okay? If you keep these numbers the same, so let's say I do something like 80 and 80, it kind of looks like it's shooting from the distance and coming towards you. Or you could have it going backwards. I kind of like it when it's smaller. I'm going to go back to 80 and 80, and then maybe change my horizontal and my vertical, so it's like shooting at you. Okay. Then you can also crank in maybe an angle, and you can increase this angle so you get this little like twirly effect. And again, play around with the settings. You can get these cool like spiral effects. Okay. The last one for this one, grab the rectangle tool. Grab the gradient tool and click on it. Okay, make sure that in the gradient panel you have white 100% opacity to black 100% opacity. Go to the Effects menu, Pixelate Color Halftone. So Effects menu, Pixelate's down here, Color Halftone. It says maximum radius 30, and then it says set everything else to 0. So 0 tab, 0 tab, 0 tab, 0 tab. Hit OK. You get this cool halftone effect. Okay. If we wanted to make it go up and down, we would change the angle in the gradients panel. So I could do negative, I could do 90, I could do negative 90. Okay, say if I wanted to go back here and change these settings, I go to my appearance panel. So go to the appearance panel, window appearance panel, mine's right here, and then find where it says color halftone. That's the thing that we changed. And again, you can change this to like 5. You can make it like really small dots. Okay, that's tiny on mine. Let's do like 15. There you go. And again, we could crank in the angle and do it however we wanted. I think it would update. Maybe? No? 180. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay? So do those handfuls, kind of play around with it. You can kind of do some cool spirographs. We'll go from there.